You're here with new Cal freshman point guard Charlie Moore. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm doing pretty well.
So you're out here the first few weeks from Chicago. How's the transition been for you?
It's been great. I'm just adjusting to college life, California life, and I've been loving it so far.
I bet you're not missing the Chicago community right now, are you?
Oh no, not too much.
Pretty nice in the mid 70s today.
Yes, sir.
So you were recruited pretty heavily by Cal early on and came out for a visit. Was it for the preseason scrimmage, the blue gold scrimmage?
Yeah, and
Okay.
also the USC football game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you ended up going towards Memphis initially, and then coming back to Cal. What was behind the process there?
First I committed to Memphis. I had a great relationship with the coaching staff. It was pretty much close to home. But then the coaching staff from my head coach over at Memphis, he had got the job over at Georgia Tech. So he had parted ways, and that's when I got a release. And I got back in contact with Coach Martin and Coach Webster. And I just felt like it was a great situation for me, and I ended up coming here.
Did it help that you had developed a really good relationship with them before coming back to Cal, where you had sort of a comfort zone making that switch?
Definitely, because after I committed to Memphis, I still talked to Coach Martin and Coach Webster, so it just means I built a great relationship with those guys, and that meant a lot to me.
So Coach Webster is a guy that is spent a lot of time in the Chicago area. Was he one of the guys that was on you hardest in the recruiting process?
Yes, Coach Webster's from Chicago, so he recruited me pretty hard from the beginning. That's who I first talked to, him and Coach Martin, and I just felt a great vibe from them when I first talked to him. So.
What's your relationship like with both those guys?
Oh, it's a great relationship. Like friends off the court, I can talk to them about anything, but on the court they're on me, so that's what I love about them.
Now, you grew up playing against some really tough competition in Chicago, and a pretty tough area too, kind of similar to what Coach Martin went through growing up. Did you guys connect on that level too with the shared experiences?
Oh yeah, definitely. Both from tough areas. With basketball, it was very, very aggressive and very competing. So we related on that side. So it was great.
You had a bit of a growth spurt in the last year or so, right? Were you sort of on the smaller side typically growing up playing point guard?
Yeah, I was basically on the small side, like you said. Started growing around like my end of my junior year. But before that, I just was small. People always doubted me, so just kept working on my game.
Did it sort of help you develop your scrappy, tough style, having to go up against bigger guys that doubted you?
Definitely.
And do you feel like you're bringing a level of confidence, sort of like being battle tested coming into the collegiate environment here at Cal?
Yes, sir.
What's the transition been like for you? How's classes been for you? Taking 3 classes right now, right?
Yes. Class has been pretty fun so far. Just enjoying new experiences, new classes I'm taking. And it's been pretty fun.
One of the things the freshmen always say in Summer Bridge, that time management is always one of the key factors. Have you learned how to balance your schedule out with the workouts and class and everything you've got going on?
Yeah, I definitely didn't figure it out. It took me about a week, but I didn't figure it out. And I always take as many naps as possible.
Running low on sleep will kind of give you an incentive to figure that out, right?
Yes, sir.
How's it been like with your new teammates in your class? Are you guys getting to know each other pretty well?
Well, I'm the only freshman that came in.
Yeah.
So other than that, the teammates are great. So I've been vibing with them pretty great.
So you've got Marcus in here transferring in as a senior, and you've got Don coming in as a sophomore, right? Second year sophomore.
Yes.
And then Grant coming in as a senior too. So it's sort of a unique situation.
Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel like you fit into the Cal game plan, both on offense and defensive point?
I think I fit in pretty well. Cal is a fast-paced tempo, Pac-12 basketball, and on the defensive side, we get in our offensive players.
A lot of night games for West Coast basketball for Pac-12. Did you get a chance to see much Cal basketball last year?
Yeah, I seen a couple games last year.
But not the easiest thing to keep up with necessarily unless you want to stay up real late.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
So what are you looking most forward to this year?
Just going out to compete with the guys. It's a great group of guys, great coaches, and I'm just looking forward to the season.
Do you have any sense for how this roster is going to meld together and do this year?
I know we're going to win the Pac-12, but I'm not too sure yet.
Great. Well, love the confidence. Thanks for taking the time to talk.
Thank you. Go Bears.